Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a new pick a card for you guys, and we are doing messages from your person. Everything is ready to go. So the first pile is Daisy, pile 2 is Flower, pile 3 is Rapunzel. Timestamps are in the description and comment section. Meet you guys at your pile. Hi pile 1, you guys are the Daisy pile. Welcome to your pick a card reading, or welcome back if you are subscribed. Thank you guys so much. Before we get started, the link to my Instagram for more pick a card readings, and if you're interested in a personal, the link to my Etsy, they're all in the description box. But let's get to today's reading. So today's reading is messages from your person. I am doing a little bit of a different format first. I have some cards sorted out. I think I did something similar to this in the past. I just don't remember what I did. I'd have to go back through my videos and figure it out. But I have this game plan. We'll see how it goes, and after I'm done with these, we will jump into some additional messages from your person. So let's get to it. Pile 1, and let's put Daisy over here by Archangel Michael. Oops. If I can get him there. Okay. Sorry. Let's move this. So I have 3 different columns that we're gonna do. Hopefully this goes according to plan. I'm curious. I hope it does. If not, you'll get messages out of it no matter what. So, but I have an idea of how this is supposed to work, but usually it doesn't go that way, so I don't know why I bother. Alright, so we're going to start off on the left. We'll start off with the column over here. And first card is the 3 of coins. And I'm going to lay out all the cards minus, I actually do have a message for each column that I'm doing to begin with. So I'm going to just kind of stack these on top of each other, kind of. Hopefully they all fit within the frame. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going to stack this one right here, and I think that'll be better. And so the first message from your person, pile 1, is they do want you to let go of the past. They do want an opportunity, a chance to show you that they can be the right person for you. But they do want, I see the gentleman, and I just see masculine energy, to be that person who can provide and take care of you. That they want to show you that they can be the right person, the right partner for you. And they want the opportunity to build a foundation for a beautiful relationship with you. So this one definitely is for someone that you guys know, and if you're watching this reading, more than likely this is someone that you're not in contact with. You may have some disagreements, not seeing eye to eye kind of situations, but that's what that one is. And the first message is, you really are the best thing that has ever happened to me. And so they're saying that with what has happened. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put this. I'm going to put this here. What's interesting is we do have 2 3s. So if you've been seeing 3s, pile 1, take that as a confirmation, again, that this is from your person, that you're seeing that, and to just kind of move on from it. At least they're wanting to, of course. It's always easier said than done. But they do recognize and see you as being someone very valuable, and someone who's just brought so much knowledge and realizations and opened their eyes to a lot of different things when it comes to life. Let's get to the second column. Big message there. And so we have the Ace of Candles. We have fear and worry. And then we have the mirror. The mirror, I'm just gonna put it on the left side. I don't know, maybe that'll be like a connecting card in some way. But this one is, I really feel like your person, this next message that they have for you, pile 1, is that they've really had the opportunity to look inside of themselves and see where they went wrong. They are really anxious, they're worried, they're fearful that they may lose you, that they may lose this opportunity of having a brand new beginning with you, because they really do feel passionately about you. And they're hopeful, though, that you guys can move on from the past and have this brand new beginning. And the message for this one is, I see you in my dreams. Some dreams are so vivid, I hate waking up from them. So So see, in my mind, the way that this was supposed to work out, the messages were going to be more aligned to the cards, but what can I do? So it might be that this person actually is having nightmares about it. I mean, now that I look at that, you know, they're having fears, that nightmares, it's creeping up into that where, sorry, okay, let me rephrase that. The fears are creeping up into their dreams and kind of turning into nightmares and causing even more fear and worry to linger, because that's how much it's really impacting them and affecting them. And the third column, sorry, I might have moved the camera. I'm sorry if it was shaky just now, you guys. I'm sorry. So the third column, we have the Seven of Swords. And we have a smothering. And we have the Stars. So this one is a little bit more kind of, a little bit everywhere. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw, one of the piles yesterday had stars too. And I feel like that might be kind of aligned with this one. It might be a continuation for some of you. If it makes sense, let me know. But if not, just disregard what I said. Sometimes I just feel called out to say certain things, certain messages that I get. That's how it is. So with this one, this third column, what I was just getting is, okay, their deception. They know that they haven't been honest. That they've been dishonest. They haven't been upfront with a lot of different things. And all these thoughts are just kind of smothering them. It's just constant. I feel like, you know, this kind of goes back to the fear and worry card. I know we're doing messages, but I feel like that's kind of adding on to this card with this smothering, that it really does weigh heavy on their mind, that they haven't been upfront with you, that they haven't been honest with you, that they haven't really probably expressed themselves in the way that they should have. But they know that this is something that is written in the stars, that there's something more to this connection. And also, I feel like your person may have been lying to themselves because they know that there's something special here between the two of you, but they weren't acknowledging it. They were in denial, and no matter what, it's almost like the universe is smothering them with signs and messages and synchronicities and downloads about you. It's like they just can't escape you, is what it is. So it's not, this message is kind of like, in a way, saying, I haven't forgotten about you, and even if I've tried, I can't, because I'm being smothered by getting these different messages. So the message is, I am so sorry. And I feel like this is because of them, you know, being dishonest, being in denial, whatever applies for your situation, right? So take whatever resonates from there. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and add on some cards. So give me a second here. Let me go ahead and grab some of those. All right. And we're just going to do messages now. So I just kind of wanted to get a visual, I guess, of where energetically your person was and what messages would come out. See, this is how this was supposed to go. I'm so sorry. And, you know, the Seven of Swords energy, but didn't work out exactly that way. Thank you for being you, my light in the darkness. Illuminate. And it's kind of connected to the stars, right? Because I see kind of just stars, light, being that North Star, being that guiding light in their life, showing them the way. I feel it inside me and it drives me insane. So that's another message, especially if, you know, you guys are twin flames, you have a spiritual connection, divine counterparts, higher level soulmates. That's something that you guys will resonate with. So it's like they just feel that connection to you and it just drives them crazy. And I feel like your person is more in the Eight of Swords energy is what I'm getting from what we've seen here. They're very much in their head. They're very concerned. They're worried. They're afraid of losing you. And that's really what I'm getting from those cards. I'm just going to do one more of these and then we'll switch decks. I regret letting you go. And see, they want to move on from the past with the let the past go and then this. So I hope that resonates for you guys. I'm going to switch decks. sorry, I just dropped a bunch of cards. I feel like I can't give you what you need. So your person has just all these different fears and doubts lingering. You know, it's coming through. This fear and worry is very present and very much connected to kind of Eight of Swords energy. I have sexual fantasies about you, so they do want you. That would be connected to your Ace of Wands over there. I know they're not all showing up on the frame. I'm sorry. I don't want to like cover them all up, but I'll leave that one there. Let's switch decks. I feel a connection to you that I've never felt with anyone else. And right, that just kind of summarized what I've been saying. Just wow, you know, I really don't need to add anything else. I've already shared that, and now we have that confirmation there. I self-sabotaged this connection, yeah, and I feel like that's just adding on to that fear and worry, just all the blame. It connects to that Seven of Swords. I'm so sorry. They're feeling regretful. They want your forgiveness. Let's switch decks. Too many, sorry. This is the one that flipped over, so I'm just going to take it. I have options, but I only want you. So there you go. You know, especially if there was a third party. There's the 2 3s. I saw it in the reading yesterday. I was like, I don't want to say it. But for those of you that saw it, you guys know that I mentioned that. There you go. Your person is saying that there's no one else. Okay, this one flipped over. I've been putting myself first. I've been seeing it's only hurting me more. Yeah, because they're not being honest. They're not being their authentic selves. They're not chasing their happiness. They're playing it small, you know. And when you're not going after anything, you're not doing things that make you happy, you're not living your life, and you're not connecting with people that make you happy like you do, and they're not chasing this beautiful connection that you guys share. I mean, stars in the connection card are right there. It's always about the placement too. It's affecting them. It is affecting them, and a lot of the guilt. So those are the messages from your person, pile 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and especially if you've watched several of my readings, please subscribe. It helps the channel. And that is where I leave it. Thank you, pile 1. I will see you guys on the next pick a card. Hi, pile 2. Welcome or welcome back to your pick a card reading. Today's pick a card reading is messages from your person. So I was telling pile 1, I had this great idea in my head. It's kind of similar to one of the readings I did in the past. I really like the format, but I don't remember what exactly I did or what cards I pulled. So I did something somewhat similar to it. Kind of went okay. It kind of went like 75% of the way I wanted it to go. So we'll see how your guys' turn out. You'll find out in a second what I'm talking about. But before we do get started, the links to my Instagram for more pick cards and the link to my Etsy shop for personal readings is in the description box for those of you that are interested. Thank you guys that do follow me on Instagram. And for those of you that have been booking personals with me, thank you guys. Let's get to your reading. And you will see what I'm talking about in a second. So it is messages from your person. So don't like think I have messages here, but we're going to do it a little bit different first. So starting off, we have the Hierophant. And we have improved communication. And we have the Grave. Okay. The first message that I have from your person, pile 1, and I'll add on the message at the end of each column, so now you can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing here, is that they don't see, to them, this connection isn't over. They don't want it to be over. They do want to improve communication with you. They do see potential here for a commitment, that they do want to commit to you. So that's the message that I get, and I've been feeling your presence around me. So see, this is what I'm kind of talking about in my head. The message was supposed to be a little bit more aligned to the column. But I'm not going to blame my guides because they know what they're doing in the end. So But that's kind of what we're doing first. That's what we're doing first. We got 2 more columns of this, and then we'll jump into actual just messages. The second column, we have judgment. We have trust. The runner has been showing up. It's funny because in one of the piles the runner did show up, but it wasn't that deck. So I'm getting a lot of the runner energy, which is so annoying, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I can only go with what I'm given, and that's what I'm given. So this message... Okay, so this message is pretty much that your person doesn't want to be in that runner energy anymore. They want to regain your trust. They have had time to look back at the past, and they don't want to be in that same energy. They don't want to run away from you anymore. They've basically kind of just made that decision, the call, that they do want to move forward with this connection with you. And then the message that we have, I'm sorry I took this long to see your worth. So it kind of does align to that in the sense that they're like, they see your worth and they see what you bring to the table. They see what kind of person you are and the potential that you guys could share together as a couple, or even just, you know, you as a person, what you have. And they see that. They see your worth, and now it's like, okay, why am I running from this person? And so that's kind of the energy I get from that. That's the message that I get for that column. Let's do the third column. Wheel of Fortune. Wow, okay. You guys are 3 for 3. You got 3 major arcana. So I feel like the messages are just, I guess they're pretty strong, and they're just kind of like big shifts in these energies that are coming from. And for someone to want to stop being in this runner energy, that's a very big message, right? Because I know a lot of you probably are familiar with the whole chaser and runner dynamic and that whole cycle. So it does feel like there's been some changes, at least for this column, or pile, sorry. So adding on, we have It's Less Not Love, and we have the Child. Okay, hold on. Like if ever there was a column, I don't know what's going on lately. These are just, like, how are these all combining into making a message? Give me a second here on this one. And so the third message is that at first your person just thought it was lust, it was a crush, it was nothing, it didn't mean anything serious. But now they've come to the realization that there is so much more going on here than meets the eye. I don't know, Transformer thing came to me, but I don't know if your person's into Transformers. But your person does feel like there's some type of a destiny connection to you, how this works out. And see, okay, I'm gonna take a look. Because as much as I hate it, I'm gonna take a look. Okay. So let me just give you what I feel to me, what was calling, like what stood out as far as the Child card. So this is the part where I'm letting you kind of take over for me and you guys can decide, but I'll tell you what I think in the end. So new beginning, so it's new, comma, beginning, so it's not all together. Curiosity, learning, immaturity, stumbling, and those are the words. And I feel like your person, this is saying, your person was saying, in the past I was immature, I didn't see it, I didn't see this connection for what it was, but now I see that there's something a lot deeper going on here, a lot more meaningful than I could have ever imagined. But like I said, you guys can plug it in, whatever word you feel really applies, but I feel like the immaturity and the learning and new in a way is curiosity. Having curiosity about what this connection is a part of it too. But that's the main message I'm getting. So the actual card, please be patient with me. And I feel like that's really fitting because it's someone who is learning, right? They're learning about this whole connection. They're learning about you. They're learning about themselves more than likely too. Especially since this is more of a, divine counterpart, spiritual connection, twin flames, higher level soulmate. You learn about yourself in these connections. It's not one of those karmics where you don't learn anything. If you're learning about yourself, you tend to have a little bit more deeper meaning. But that's what we have with that. So let's get to cards. And that's why sometimes I could have taken that card at face value. This is just my tarot tip that I'm throwing out. It's so easy just to assume, oh, it's a child. It could have been, oh, they want to have children with you, inner child. But it was like that little gut feeling that was like, no, look at that book, look at the guidebook, and that's why. So it makes sense. So when you get those hunches, if you're a tarot reader, listen to it. Partnership, it's always been you. And that's going back to that Wheel of Fortune. It's going to the Hierophant. It's going to the Judgment. I just feel like a big shift within this person's feelings and thoughts for you, pile 2, where it has matured. It's kind of turned over a new leaf. It's a new chapter. It's a new beginning. To have 3 major arcanas again for tarot as well. And Bridled, your spirit set me free. So I feel like that's part of the learning part too. Like you've really opened this person's eyes to so much more than they've ever known. And you opened their eyes. I feel like with the Runner energy, all they saw out of you was someone who made them face whatever they didn't want to face. And now that they've kind of matured in the process and have learned, they're seeing that it wasn't that you were like the big bad wolf kind of in a way, I'm going to change decks. But yeah, your spirit set them free. Like you really opened their eyes, their world to just a whole different ways of thinking, living, seeing life and people and seeing you. I've been having dreams of you, so that's from your person. I don't think we've gotten anything about dreams, but we have that right there. So the person is dreaming about you, pile 2. All right, that one just flew on by. Like I wish I could like show you because it just kind of like, that's how it kind of ended. I know more than you think, so take that however you want to take that one. We're going to change decks again. I shouldn't have taken you for granted. I should have given you more attention, but I was focused on the wrong things. I feel like that card's really fitting with everything that we've seen so far, right? I kind of feel like they took you for granted, they were running, they were just afraid, they didn't really know, and now, I don't know, it's like that one time where I said it's kind of like the Wizard of Oz where it goes from black and white to color, and that's kind of the impact and effect you've had on your person, pile 2. Okay, one more of this deck, and then we'll switch decks again. I don't want anyone else. I feel like that might be for some of you who may have been worried, confused, not knowing. So that is your person's message. Kind of feels like there's no one else in the picture. I don't see that there is anyone else from what we've pulled. It kind of feels like your person has, with the Judgment card, like they finally made their decision. And with the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune, that's about partnership commitments. We have destined, like a destined connection, like them accepting it in a way. It's almost, I don't know why, I just saw like Ariel signing the contract. I kind of feel like your person signed the contract in a way. It's not a contract though. Kind of it is, right? A soul contract. but you just don't remember when you signed it. So 2 more messages. I think that's it. Yeah, 2 more. I wish I could take it back. So your person is feeling a little bit regretful over how they've treated you, and it just ties into that card where they shouldn't have taken you for granted. You know, it just connects to that one, that same energy. What a card to end with. Can we start over? So your person is wanting that second chance. You know, like I said, they've made the call, they made that decision, and they've answered it. So now it's just, what's the next actions? I don't know. I might have to do that as my next pick a card to see, because this one's very, very interesting. Kind of curious what the pile 3 is going to be like, but very beautiful reading. I hope you guys enjoyed this format. Like I said, this is something a little bit different. Kind of worked out in some cases, not so much in like probably the first column. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, comment. And thank you guys so very much for watching. Very much appreciated. And I hope to see you on the next pick a card. Bye, pile 2. Hi, pile 3. Welcome back. And today's pick a card reading, we are doing messages from your person. I'm doing it a little bit different to start off. I wanted to try something that I did in the past, but I couldn't remember exactly how I did it and what decks I used. But I figured something out, and it's worked pretty good with the other piles. So just, you know, come join me as we look into to see what messages your person has for you. And you guys are the Rapunzel pile, by the way. Let's get to it. There we go. I had issues putting the other ones there. For some reason, I just couldn't. We are going to start off on the left side. And the way that I'm doing this reading, it's more of kind of like columns, and just go with it and, you know, enjoy the messages that come out. Even if it doesn't go how I wanted it to, it's still working really, really good. I'm kind of happy with the other piles. So we have the Knight of Wands, we have Comes with Drama, and then we have the Lilies. That's a pretty card. So to me, this is your person's way of acknowledging that they want to apologize. This is what I'm getting. I'm getting apologetic energy from this one, from this message. And the message, you know, I'm not doing it like from your person's point of view. We'll do that once we get to the cards. But with this, I really feel like the message is that your person is sorry that they've been so in and out of your life, that they've, for some of you, they may have been in that player type of an energy. They're, you know, they know that they've done wrong. They know that you're upset with them. They know they've let you down. This is with the Comes with Drama. Like, this is more of like, they know coming towards you would inside kind of create some type of reaction from you. And, you know, of course, like, why not? Especially if they haven't been really loyal, or if they've been breadcrumbing you. So I feel like with the Lilies, this is like a peace offering, an olive branch. Like, I am sorry. You know I let you down. I know I disappointed you. I know I wasn't there for you. I know I wasn't in any type of a commitment with you, and I wasn't open to it in the past. But I'm really sorry, kind of thing. And they probably would go on and on more, probably. But that's just kind of the energy and the message I get from the first column. And the actual message, I did pull message cards for each of the columns. There's 3 that we're doing. I have inner childhood wounds. And so I kind of feel like this is also connected with the Comes with Drama. Like, I didn't know any better. I know you're upset with me, with what I've done, what I didn't do, what I should have done. I didn't know any better. And I don't feel like, you know, this is something someone would straight up say, unless they've kind of dug into psychology or have done a lot of tarot readings that have talked about inner childhood wounds. So I kind of just feel like it's just, I don't know, I didn't know any better. I wasn't taught any differently. I didn't know how to handle love. I feel like that's kind of the energy surrounding that message. But for some of you, it would be something like that, where they would say, I have inner childhood wounds, and it made me act in this player type of energy where I wasn't really, I was a commitment phobe. But now, you know, I want to offer you these flowers. I'm sorry, I shook the camera. And I want to apologize to you for that. Okay, so now you saw the first column. So now you kind of have an idea of where I'm going with this reading. We're going to do 3 of these, and then we'll actually do the message cards. All right. So your second column, pile 3. To start off, we have the Nine of Presents. We have the Balancing Act. And we have the Phoenix. All right, so the second message from your person that I am getting here is that it's taking a lot of work, it's taking a lot of effort to pretend that they don't care about you, that they are just happy being single, being independent, being on their own and not have anybody. But the truth is that they do want to rekindle this connection with you. They do want to start over. They do want to develop this relationship into something that, you know, what it could be. And they see that possibility and the potential there with you. And so the message for this one is, there's no one like you. You're not like the rest. And I feel like that's part of the reason why they see that with you. I'm going to move these cards up a little bit so you can still see the message there. But that's what I'm getting with this one. It's realizing that, yeah, it's cool and fun being single, but, you know, there is no one else like you. So it's like you've changed their mind, and that's why they want to rekindle and, you know, rise, make it rise like the phoenix, right, out of the ashes into something more beautiful that it can be, and they do see that it could happen with you. So let's see what your third pile, or third column, sorry, but you guys are the third pile, has to say. So this first card is really nice. We have the Four of Wands to begin with, and then we have ignoring you. Sorry. And we have the locket. Wow. So I kind of feel really sweet energy from this column, and even from the first one, kind of, in a way. But this one, what I was getting, it's more of like, okay, hold on. It always starts that way. It's like I get it, and then it's like it just goes away. So then I feel like my mind is reset and like, nope, that's not the right message. Okay, so let me see what the message is that I'm supposed to share here with you guys. Okay, and so it kind of just goes back to the apology energy. Like, I'm sorry for ignoring you. I'm sorry that I breadcrumbed you. I'm sorry that I wasn't as invested in this connection as you were in the past. But the truth is that I do see the potential here to have a very happy, fulfilling relationship with you. You are the one that holds the key to my heart. Very sweet, short and simple. So you deserve a better than me. And so, you know, I feel like that might be part of the reason why they ignored you in the past, because they didn't feel worthy of you. For those of you that saw the past reading, if this kind of resonates, I kind of always feel like these readings kind of just are continuations of each of the piles, and I've said that in the past. But I do feel like this is your person just, you know, they breadcrumbed you because they didn't feel worthy of you. But the truth is that you do hold the key to this person's heart. So very sweet. Let's get to the messages. I'm going to start shuffling. These are not pre-shuffled. So let me start first one. Loyal companion, my love is unconditional. And I feel like your person is realizing not only is it that your love is unconditional, but they're realizing how their love is unconditional for you. Like, no matter what happens, there's no one like you, and they can't shake this love and these feelings that they have for you. So yeah, that's a very sweet card to get. The second message from this deck, I wish a fresh start. So I don't know if any of you were torn between any of the other piles, but this would definitely be a confirmation for some of you. If you did want to, do it, and you probably will have another message in one of those. So this person is wanting to have a fresh start. They're wanting that happy, you know, ever after type of relationship. I know it's just far, but still. I guess villains can have happily ever afters in a way. I don't know. But they do want to have that fresh start. And I feel like that's why they do want to apologize because they know that in order to have this fresh start, it's going to be, the ball is in their court. They need to come to you, is what it is. So we're going to switch decks. It was you. It was always you. And it's them realizing that you have always been this person. But again, they didn't know any better. They didn't know how to handle love connection. And, you know, we're not taught about that kind of stuff either. So, yeah, your person is realizing it. And I wish for a fresh start because they realize it's you. You have always been my person. And second message. I've been expanding my spiritual knowledge. So for those of you who, you know, feel that you are divine counterparts, twin flames, soulmates, all that stuff, your person is now becoming aware of that as well. And so they're diving in and they're learning. I didn't know any better and they're learning. So you kind of see that connection. I love how it kind of all ties in together. It's nice when it does that. We're switching decks. I think about you all the time. You never leave my mind. So your person is always thinking about you. I mean, there's really nothing else for me to say on that, right? They're thinking about you probably maybe as much as you're thinking about them. Could be even more at this point. I know I messed up. I never meant to hurt you. I'm not ready to lose you. I want a chance to fix things between us. I want to reconcile. And I feel like reconciliation is probably one of the big messages here. And especially just going back to what we've been talking about, this whole reading, you know, with the tarot cards and wanting to come towards you and realizing where they went wrong and knowing that they didn't do the right thing and realizing, kind of recognizing you as a soulmate or more. And last deck. I was pretending to be someone else. I feel like this is more in the past. I really feel like the player energy is not who they really were. Yeah, it's hard to kind of look at it differently because it's like, well, that's who they were. But I feel like they just were kind of going because, again, they didn't know any better. Those childhood wounds, I feel like, really affected your person a lot more than you realize, Pile 3. And it may be frustrating, it may upset you, and, you know, that's understandable. I'm definitely not taking away from that, but I do feel like I didn't know any better is probably the key phrase, the key message here. But now they recognize you. You are the person that holds the key to their heart. They think, you know, you're just amazing, and they do want a fresh beginning, and we have reconciliation in the cards message. So, and them acknowledging it, you know, I know I messed up. They're owning up to it. So the whole apology, you know, it does make sense. And I think, is this, yeah, this is the last one. Finances are a problem. So that is another big concern for your person. They want to be able to feel like they can come to you and not have to worry about their finances, because then that will take their focus away from you. So if they come rushing in, but yet they're worried about their focus, and it's going to probably hurt even worse for you, because it's like they showed up and then almost like kind of ghosted you in a way because of their finances. So right now, if you guys are in separation, that message is pretty much like, hey, I have to, you know, work on my finances, my bills, and everything else that comes along with money, right? And the stresses that comes along with it. But they do want to have that freedom to be able to spoil, to be there with you, to go out and do things and have adventures and make new memories. So don't get too mad at them for that, and you know, you'll probably be happier in the end too, you know, that they can spend some money on you or more, and you know, treat you the way that they really do want to treat you. But that is where I am going to stop, Pile 3. So comment, like, share, subscribe, especially if you've watched several of my readings. Thank you for those of you who continue to watch, and if you are interested in personals, The link to my Etsy shop is in the description box. The link to my Instagram for more pick a card readings is also in the description box. That's it. That's what I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this format. I kind of did. I had fun doing this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys did. But that's where we're going to stop again. So thank you, Pile 3, and I hope to see you guys on the next pick a card.